You've heard legendary stories about the great Mongolian Empire and its history. You've seen vivid images of vast land, clear blue skies, and nomads riding strong horses across the steppes. Our ever-moving nomadic people have left an indelible mark on the pages of history. When one thinks of Mongolia, they think of the great Emperor Genghis Khan and nomadic herders. These things are an important part of our past and present. But now you're going to get a look at today's Mongolia. We're going to bring you the stories of our science and technology, emerging economy, our modern solutions to today's problems, and a new generation of ambitious youth hungry for a bright future. At MNB World, we're going to bring you Mongolia as a whole and show you how our history shapes our today and tomorrow.
Most people outside Mongolia seem not to have concrete and accurate image of modern Mongolia. It is our responsibility to fulfill this need, which is decreasing information gap between Mongolia and outside world. Hence, as one of MNB's main goals is promote our country. We started this project a year ago. We see that this is the time. Why not today? Why tomorrow?
We are advocating and promoting Mongolian culture throughout the world. We're also keeping in contact with various universities where Mongolian studies are being carried out. We are now appointing, it's relatively new institution, we are appointing cultural envoys in various other countries. All of our embassies, for example, participate and do the job of promoting Mongolian culture. At the UNESCO, we get a lot of our national identity identifying concepts and cultural heritage. We get them registered with the United Nations as the World Heritage, etc. So these are the ways through which we really try to secure and achieve the objectives that I've just mentioned.
50 years have passed since the very first TV broadcast was aired in Mongolia in 1967. In the last 5 years alone, the television industry has evolved and developed tremendously. There are now over 90 commercial and private TV stations. One of MNB's most important responsibilities as public broadcaster is to promote our country. Therefore, we have initiated and started the project in 2017. However, it is not the very first project on this effort.
Last year we did research and have met many different people. Majority of people I have met agreed our country should have a unified policy on our country's promotion. Another reason to initiate this project is international survey. When we started this project, Mongolian National Branding Committee was established, and they selected a survey in 6 different foreign countries. The result of the survey was very, very shocking. It says almost under 10% of world population just have heard about Mongolia. It encouraged us a lot, and so we thought there is no need to hesitate to start this project.
From socialist era to democracy, Mongolian national broadcaster has been dedicated to delivering the voice of Mongolia. This effort can be seen throughout its history, through the programs such as radio station named Voice of Mongolia, which broadcasts in 5 different languages. Today English news program that had been running for over 2 decades, where this time MNB World is aiming to reach much wider audience. Well, what are the immediate focus of MNB World? What's the benefit of having the channel?
Launching the MNB World channel will help our global audience to know about Mongolia and to get true and unbiased information about contemporary Mongolia. As a media, we aim to support various sectors' development. For example, our travel show may bring more tourists in future.
За, ер нь аялал жуулчлалын амийн сүнсүүд өөрөө гадаа сурчлагаа байгаа. Өнөөдөр манай аялал жуулчлалын хувийн хвшлийнх нь болохоор бол өөрсдийнхөө хөрөнгөөр, өөрсдийнхөө хүчээр, өөрсдийнхөө богозоор гадаа сурчлагаа явуулж байгаа. За, Монгол улсад гадаа сурчлагын нэгдсэн бодлого байхгүй, хэвлэл мэдээллийн нэгдсэн бодлого байхгүйтэй холбогдоод гадаа сурчлагын бол олон улсын зах зээл дээр тийм хүчтэй маркетингд очиж чадахгүй байгаамаа. Яг ийм нөхцөлд одоо өнөөдөр Монгол улсад MB World гэдэг ийм гадаад харилцаа нэгдсэн одоо сувгтай, нэгдсэн мэдээлэлтэй болж байгаад хоёрыг баяртай байна. За, аялал жуулчлал жуулчлал ирэхээс өмнө одоо тухайн аяллахаа өөрийн нөхцөл үзэж харах зүйлийг харахаасаа гадна тухайн орны брэнд бүтээгдэхүүн юу юм тий? Тэрийг яаж худалдаж авах уу тий? Гэдэг мэдээлэл авдаг учраас ирэхээс өмнө тэр мэдээллийг өгдөг. Ирсэн хойно нөгөөдөл нь Монголд ийм чанартай ийм эко бүтээгдэхүүн байж гэдэг юм уу? Энэ бол өөрөө бараа бүтээгдэхүүнийг олон улсын зах зээл дээр брендинг болох анхны ахлах мод гэж үздэг л дээ.
IFSC brand manufacturing companies have been producing private labeling more than last 10 years. Anything is done with the private labeling. It's only thing that goes into the label is made in Mongolia label, which is we are always be proud of. The made in Mongolia label, it gives the customers it's a guarantee that it's from Mongolia. It's a premium quality cashmere. In general, I think it's a very good thing to have media support in our industry, such as MNB World. I'm very excited about Mongolian National Broadcaster's World Channel because it's one outlet for one coherent policy to reach out the foreign market, which allow us to expose, which gives us opportunity to expose the foreign investors in our industry, which will create a lot of economical benefits into Mongolian economy.
Тамалж хол үндсэндээ энэ оны тоолгоор одоо 17 оны сүүчийн тоолгоор бол 64 сая толгой малтай. Дээр нь 20 сая төлгээд энэ жилийн одоо үйлчлэлтэнд бол 84 сая толгой мал үйлчлэх гэж байна. Тэгэхээр энэ их малаас тодорхой ашиг шимийг авах юм бол жилдээ нэг 400 сая литр одоо сүү үйлдвэрлэх боломж байгаа манай улсад. Тэрнээс одоо дөнгөж 20% бид нар үйлдвэрлэлийн аргаар боловсруулж байна. Тийм учраас маш их түүхий эдийн нөөц байна л гэсэн үг. Тэгээ нэгэнтээ бидний Монгол улсын одоо давуу талыг энэ олон хэрэглэгч нарт гадаадын өндөр одоо зарим улсууд ч юм бол технологийн хувьд хөгжсөн байна те. Эднэрт юугаар өрсөлдөх үү гэдэг тэр юмыг сурчлаад өгөх юм бол бас бидэнд тэр хэрэглэгчдийг өөртөө татхлаар зах зээл бий болоод өрсөлдөх ийм боломж нээгдэх юм.
The main challenges have been in team building, such as hiring translators and journalists whose English language skills meet our standard. Fortunately, our team has been incredibly resourceful, but as the nation's public broadcaster, our budget is limited. Despite the limitation, the project is made possible by dedicated, hard-working team members who are working to promote Mongolia and who believe in the opportunities that the MNB world will create to share Mongolian stories, culture, and values with the rest of the world. Still, we have much to learn, and we will continue to train and develop the skills of our team. Another challenge is financing. When the project began, the Mongolian government was focused on economic recovery. We were given 1.2 billion tugruk from the state to spend on studio equipment only. However, the renovation of MNB World's office and studio design were covered by MNB itself. We are grateful for the resources to launch this very important project for Mongolia. The moment I have been most proud of is the MNB World's National Naadam Festival broadcasting. Historically, access to the Naadam Festival has been very limited for foreign audiences. The MNB World team brought live footage, interviews, and educational programs about Naadam Festival in English to share one of our most exciting and vibrant national holidays. I really want to thank to my team for working non-stop to create programs that will define MNB World in the future.
Now let's show you what's to come from our program. We will cover different aspects of Mongolia through our content, such as current events through our news program, very personal and entertaining interviews, Mongolia's tourism industry info, and Mongolian culture and history.
Mongolia is one of the most sparsely populated travel destinations and safest country to visit, where you can experience deep blue sky, wide open space, forests, crystal clear rivers and lakes. Through our program, we will not only introduce you the best locations of wilderness, but also popular tourism opportunities.
Ulaanbaatar is the capital of Mongolia. Here, over 1 million people are working hard towards the country's development. The main guests of the Passion program are those who are leading in their respective sectors through their hard work and dedication. They are the unsung heroes whose success speaks for them. The purpose of the show is to celebrate and share their stories and also find out about what fuels their passion. You will also learn more about the sector's development in the country as we find out about their love and dedication towards the future. Tune into the MNB World channel to meet today's leaders on Passion.
MNB, the oldest national broadcaster in Mongolia, has a tradition of telling Mongolia's rich history through many different mediums, whether it be TV or radio, non-fiction or fiction. But with one constant, we told our story in our own language for Mongolians. Now, we extend that tradition to the world on our very first English language-based TV channel, MNB World. Hope to see you there.
Have you ever wondered what an everyday of a Mongolian youth is like? What they're concerned about, what their motivation is, what they're striving to achieve? Generation is a show to provide these answers. The show will provide insight on what it really means to be Mongolian through individual profiles of real-life people.
It's been over 1 year since we started the project. This year has been a year full of trials and challenges. However, we've become into very efficient, quite efficient team in only 12 months. We've become good at turning failures into opportunities, insufficient resources into possibilities. Television requires teamwork. No one can do it alone. We've become family. Our MNB World team is passionate about their work and ready to break new grounds. Well, this is our team, finding pleasure in what we do.
world.
Traffic is very high in Ulaanbaatar.
1.4 million residents in Uruguay.
Education sector in Mongolia. And 50% of Mongolian adults.
Everyone has a clean and safe
Open data.
President of Mongolia.